Hey there, creepy peeps, and welcome to another stale movie review. Today I'm going to be talking about The Woman. So this stale movie review was was suggested to me by Emma from Spooky Astronauts. Obviously I don't have a comment to put up because she didn't suggest it in a comment. She mentioned it during the Creepy Channel crawl during hour 3, the hour that I hosted. What were we talking about? We were talking about movies that offended us, or movies that offend us, and she had asked if I'd seen this movie. And I hadn't, but I was kind of like familiar with it a little bit. Like, I knew that it had Pollyanna McIntosh in it, and that was about it. So I thought I would give it a watch to see if it offended me. Before I get into anything else, I want to say a quick thank you to my creepy patron peeps for your support of my channel. I really do appreciate it. If you want to find out the perks to being a creepy patron peep, you can follow that link in the description box. When a successful country lawyer captures and attempts to civilize the last remaining member of a violent clan that has roamed the northeast coast for decades, he puts the lives of his family in jeopardy. What did I like about The Woman? Pollyanna McIntosh was really great in this film. I loved her performance. For not really talking, she does talk a little bit. I couldn't really understand anything she was saying, and I wasn't able to pull up subtitles for the movie, but it was a really great performance. It really was. So let's just kick this off with saying I did not like this movie at all. I wasn't offended by it, which I will get into, but I just really did not like this movie. Yeah, so the first things first, I feel like there were so many characters in this movie. So we have the lawyer psycho man, his wife, and then he's got 3 kids, and plus the woman. And I just feel like there was like, and then, you know, we have like the oldest girl's teacher who is worried about her. What's her character's name? Peggy, the oldest daughter. Her teacher also gets involved. So there are just so many characters going on in this movie that it's like, I don't know enough about any of them. So I just have to like sit there and accept that this family is incredibly fucked up. Like, you just get introduced to this family where the dad is a just raging psychopath. Like, absolutely bonkers and violent and abusive, and he has just fucked up his entire family. Like, the mom is just like this mousy, just like goes along with everything he says, too afraid to speak up. The daughter is, I'm gonna spoil like everything. The daughter is pregnant, and it's assumed it's from the dad raping her. I don't know if I read that wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what they were trying to get at with the movie. Then you have like the middle child, which is the son, which is just basically like, he's just like a mini-me of his dad. Like, he's just becoming like his dad, just a little like fucked up psycho boy wonder. We have the littlest one who, she's like too young and like innocent really to like have anything wrong with her yet, but she's still in a lot of the movie. And then, like I said, we have Peggy's teacher, who they make it a point to say that she is a lesbian, I think, in the movie, which I don't know why, because she's not even a main character, but whatever. And of course, we have the woman, which I'm gonna address something that I said in the summary, that she is the last remaining member of this northeast tribe of cannibals or something. That is something that is not said in the movie, and somebody please correct me if I'm wrong, but I was paying attention the whole movie. So if they said it, they must have whispered it in the film or something to the point where I couldn't understand. And I know this is based off a novel, so I feel like that summary was more based on the novel than anything. They don't tell you that about the woman character, unless it happened in the blink of an eye and I missed it. And I don't think that, I feel like knowing that completely changed my view of the movie. Like, I wish I had known that when the movie started, because I spent the majority of the movie trying to figure out like why she was there, like why she was out in the woods for this guy to capture her, and why she was so uncivilized, like what happened to her. I didn't know anything about that until after the movie when I finally read the summary. But you shouldn't rely on that to convey information to your audience. Like, you can't expect everybody to go read the same summary before going into your movie just so they can know what's going on. Then I was thinking like, well, maybe it's not so much about where the woman comes from, maybe it's more about the family, but then there's so many characters in the movie, I feel like I didn't get enough information about them either, so I just, you know, kind of left trying to figure everything out during this movie. The soundtrack to this movie was fucking terrible. I hated it. It was like the whole movie was all these like steady paced indie movies, like something out of like Juno or something like that. I swear to God, it's like they threw in a song like every 15 minutes. Where anytime something completely fucked up was happening, and I feel like it just changed the tone of the whole movie. Like, this woman is being held in a basement and, you know, the dad guy is like raping her, and then the son is like trying to do it too and torturing her, and it's just fucking awful. And then they play this awful music over it, and it's just, it sucks so much. Just for me, for my personal taste, it just did not fit at all. And I feel like maybe that was the point, to make, you know, to make a dark situation a little bit lighter or give it a different tone. I feel, just for me, I feel like it didn't fit. Like, it took away from the seriousness of what was happening. If I were to get offended about anything in this movie, it would be the music choice, because I feel like it was making light of a situation that nobody needed it to be made lighter. You know what I mean? Did that make sense? Was that a complete sentence? And then obviously I'm gonna spoil stuff here. So the death of the father-son psycho duo was so anticlimactic for everything that happened, especially the last act of the movie. Most of the movie is like, you understand that the dad is fucked up, but you really don't know the extent of it until the end of the movie, when the mom finally decides she's gonna stand up for herself and her daughters. And then things just start to, you know, spiral out of control. The teacher shows up, and then the dad, you know, knocks the teacher out and starts to torture her and things like that. So then Peggy sets the woman free, and the woman goes and kills the son and the dad, but it's just so anticlimactic. I feel like for all this stuff I was forced to sit through in this movie. You weren't forced to sit through anything, Vicky. You could have not watched the movie. I wanted them to suffer way more at the end of this movie. It was so anticlimactic. I didn't get the ending. And that was because I didn't know about where the woman came from. Again, something like I would have viewed the ending totally differently if I had known where this woman came from and what her story was, but they don't say it in the movie. So it didn't make sense. It didn't make any sense to me when I first watched it, and then it made a little bit more sense after I knew she was like from a cannibal tribe. So was the woman worth it? No. I did not like it at all. I wasn't offended by it in terms of like the way the women are treated, and the only reason I'm not offended by it is because stuff like that happens. I mean, maybe not like, you know, cannibal tribes women being captured and trying to be civilized. That probably doesn't happen very often, but violent stuff happens to people all of the time. You know, you know, if you want to view it as like a metaphor for how women are treated as a whole by, you know, patriarchal society, then that happens. Like, so like so I'm not offended, because it's, you know, it's the movie speaking some form of truth. I'm gonna give this a 0.5 out of 5. I hated this movie. I did not like it one bit. On IMDb, it has a 6.1 out of 10. And on Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 71% critic score and a 56% audience score. Nothing on Roger Ebert. So obviously it's always a matter of personal taste when it's a review, but this is really a matter of personal taste for me. Clearly not everybody feels the same way about this movie as me, which is fine. I was able to watch this on Amazon, so I'll leave an affiliate link in the description box if you want to check it out. If you use that link to rent and watch the movie, it does help out the channel, but no pressure. All right, so if you've seen The Woman, let me know in the comments section down below what you thought about it. As always, you can find me at all the normal social media places. The links for those are in the description box. You can also find me on my blog at nightmaremaven.com, on Morbidly Beautiful's website and YouTube channel as a contributing author / host. And you can find me at patreon.com/nightmaremaven if you want to check that out and support the channel. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here and become a creepy peep today. I post videos Monday through Friday. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay strange.